What up, everybody? It's good to see you all. I can't express how glad I am to have y'all back here. This channel has not been live since last year. When I hit that, it wasn't a rough patch, but it was a patch that when they struck my channel and took away my monetization for that fight between Tyson and that damn Paul fella. I don't even know who he is. Jake Paul, that's who it was. So let me come in and say hi to everybody, and then we'll get started. All right. We've got Nani. We've got Angel. Let's see here. There's Mustang Granny. There's Lenny. Hello, Lenny. Hey, Matt. It's good to see you, bud. I hope you're having a good time, and I hope, like you said in the message, that the new year is not stressing you out too bad. And still, prayers and loves for Tyler. All right, let's see who else we got. Yeah, and we do miss your face. We do miss your face. So as y'all come in, do me a favor. Hit that like, hit the share, and hit the subscribe. Let everybody know about this channel. Let's get these watch hours up. The watch hours are what's keeping me out of the loop right now. So let's do that. Let's get the watch hours up if we have to. I'll just put a link in the channel where y'all can come in and just watch and watch and watch. Hello, hippie grandma. It's good to see you, darling. Now, like I said, we're going to start tonight with something that bugs the shit out of me, and that's why in the hell they took cursive writing out of school. I have two 15-year-olds that never learned to write cursive. Tyler and Trendy not necessarily Trendy, but Tyler has a hard time with cursive writing. So I don't understand that. They take cursive out of school, and this is what I think, guys. They took a lot of things out of school. So we're going to be talking about the school system tonight, and this bugs the shit out of me. They take and I'm going back old school, they take the Pledge of Allegiance out of school. They take the Ten Commandments out of school. You can't have prayer in school no more. This is just my opinion. It does not relate to anybody in my chat. If they say they have the same opinion, that's them. But if you don't have things in school like cursive or prayer or Pledge of Allegiance, you are just basically taking things away from people. Not even my mother had the prettiest cursive handwriting I have ever seen. The prettiest cursive writing I have ever seen. And I don't know. So we're going to bring this up here. Let me bring this up, and we're going to read why, in my opinion, that, and I will say this because I know a lot of you like panels, so we will have panels sooner in the future, and but just right now, this one and maybe the next one. Exactly, Matt. This is what I say, and then I'll bring that up. If they take away cursive, that is taking something away from the kids where they can't sign for a check. They can't sign a check. How are you going to pay your taxes? Because you have to sign for that. How are you going to, if they have the paper checks in the future, how are they going to sign their checks to get their money? they're taking so much things away from our kids nowadays. They're and this is just my opinion, guys. So don't think that I'm pushing this on you. My opinion and my opinion only. They are pushing these things to keep control over people. This is a control. They take cursive out. You can't sign for nothing. So AI starts doing things for you. If AI starts doing things for you, then they control AI. And that's just my opinion, guys. What's up, Night Demon? Y'all hit that like, share, and subscribe on your way, and thank you, Angel. All right, so let's read why. Give me just a second. Let's read why that. Can y'all see that? Put a 1 in chat if you can see that. Put a 1 in chat if you can see the screen. If not, I'll make it bigger. Okay. So we're going to read what students lost since cursive writing was cut from the Common Core standards. Common Core standards. That should be the main thing in Common Core standards. That should be one of the main things, in my opinion. All right. Let's listen to it. I don't know what this is. I just now come on to this page a few minutes ago. I didn't even listen to this. So I don't even know if y'all can hear it. If y'all can hear it, let me know. If not, I'll go out and bring it back up.
Now, I know I'm dating myself, but do you remember when you learned cursive? If yes, then you remember learning how to link your letters together just so and to keep them all nicely spaced, probably with the help of those pre-printed lines. But if the answer is no, then you are the reason we are having this conversation. This is not throwing shade. It is a fact that in 2010, the U.S. government officially removed cursive from the required Common Core standards for K-12 education. And frankly, with laptops and tablets replacing paper, the need to learn to keyboard has become more important. So the ability...
Right there, I disagree with that. No, not in the high school here, hippie grandma. They don't teach it at all. Trendy's had to learn from watching me and Becca sign our name. And Trendy's learned it. And Tyler's learning it, but it shouldn't be our problem to teach them if we send them to school. If we send them to the school and we pay our taxes, the teachers at that school should teach them how to sign their name. Just my opinion. All right, here we go.
To read and write cursive has been fading from American society. But this matters because many of the most important historical documents in the U.S., everything from the Declaration of Independence to the Bill of Rights, are written in cursive. And our next guest says something is lost when people can no longer read these founding documents for themselves. In an essay for The Atlantic, historian Drew Gilpin Faust writes, "We will become reliant on a small group of trained translators and experts to report what history, including the documents and papers of our own families, was about." Now, in addition to being an historian, Drew Gilpin Faust was the first woman to serve as president of Harvard University, and she is with us now to talk about her article, Gen Z Never Learned to Read Cursive. Drew Gilpin Faust, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
So in your article, you talk about a moment when you were teaching and you realized that 2/3 of your class couldn't read cursive, and even more couldn't write cursive. Could you just remind us what happened?
Well, I was teaching a seminar for undergraduates at Harvard, Civil War history, and a student was giving a report to the class about a book he'd read. And he said one of the great attributes of the book is it had many wonderful illustrations, including illustrations of documents from the Civil War era. But of course, he couldn't read those because he didn't read cursive. And I said, What? Wait a minute. What do you mean you can't read cursive? And then it turned out that 2/3 of the students in the class couldn't read cursive.
2/3 of the class can't read cursive. Can't write cursive either. Well, if you would do me a favor, because I want to change that, and maybe you can help me. Up at the top of the page, there is a link to a petition. If you go up there and sign that, it is to help try and get signatures to get cursive back in schools. Copy that link and share it with everybody if you don't care. Go sign it if you don't care. I would very, very, very much appreciate it. So please, go up there and sign it. If you haven't, it's pinned to the top of the chat. Copy that link, send it to everybody. Tell them just to sign it if they don't care. I would very much appreciate it. All right, let's go over here and read now. Okay, let me close that. All right, there we go. All right, it says NPR's Michael Martin speaks with historian Drew Gilpin-Faust about her story in the Atlantic. Gen Z never learned to read cursive. Well, no, but on up into high school they can learn to read. All right. It did say the government did it. Basically, they did because governors and school officers from around the country, not the federal government. Now, I beg to differ on that. Basically, what she was saying there. Let me go to where she was. All right. In an essay for the Atlantic, historian Drew Gilpin-Faust writes, "We will become reliant on a small group of trained translators and experts to report what history, including the documents and papers of our own families, was about." Now, in addition to being an historian, Drew Faust was the first woman to serve as president of Harvard. Wow. And then it's a questionnaire. "Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure." So in your article, you state when you were teaching and you realized that 2/3 couldn't read cursive and even more couldn't write cursive. Could you remind us what happened? Well, I was teaching a class, a seminar for undergraduates at Harvard Civil War history. That's another thing. They're trying to hide the Civil War history. They're trying to rewrite history. Different, and not just Civil War, all history. And a student was giving a report to the class about a book he had read, and he said one of the great attributes of the book is it had many wonderful illustrations, including illustrations of documents from the Civil War era. But of course, he couldn't read those because he didn't read cursive. And I said, "What? Wait a minute. What do you mean you can't read cursive?" And then it turned out that 2/3 of the students could not read cursive. 2/3 could not read cursive, which is bad. So I set out to explore some of the implications of that for historians and for history, because I am a historian, but also more broadly, just what it means when you can't read your birthday card from your grandmother and you have to have your mother read your card for you, basically, is what she's saying. All right. And then it says, talk a bit more, if you would, about why you think it's important for people to know how to read and write these documents for themselves. Okay. It is important. Hold on. My dog started barking. It is important to read and write cursive, because if you can't read it, somebody could be getting you to sign a piece of paper that is a false accusation against you if somebody knows how to write cursive. You could be signing a piece of paper saying, yeah, I've done this, when it's not actually true. So I think it needs to be done like that. Says there's only so many hours a day, and something has to give. Well, I didn't mean my essay to be a call for the restoration of cursive. I think restoration of cursive should be put in there. There's a lot of things that should be put back in schools that was taken from schools when I grew up, or a lot of people in here grew up. I know I learned to read and write cursive in grade school. I think I started writing cursive in 4th or maybe 5th grade, or maybe younger, and then reading it by the time I got up to 6th grade. So yeah, you have to have that. All right, let's see here. I mean, just imagine if you had some kind of contract. See, that's what I was talking about. That you had signed and you couldn't read it, and someone told you, well, this is what's in the contract. That's what's in the contract, and then later you find out that it was something else. So there are limits to people's power. They are trying to, I agree with you 100%, Night Demon, they're trying to cover up everything. Granny, to be honest, and a lot of people may not believe it, I wasn't straight A, but I was an A-B student. A-B student in all the classes. And another thing, they say there's not enough time today. Hell, there wasn't enough time in my classrooms, in the classrooms that I have. The reason I say that is because, how many classes y'all have a day, Tyler? 4? They have 4 classes. 4 classes a day. Yay, good deal, Beagle Mom. It's good to have you back. I'm glad you got power, and I hope everything is okay. I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I put it on subscribers because I need a lot of subscribers, guys, and no offense to anybody, but I do need subscribers, and I need them watch hours, so that's why I done that. Lenny, they have 4 classes here now. I had 8 classes in an 8-hour period. We had like 30 to 40 minutes in each class. And that's ridiculous. I don't understand that. So there are limits in your power, in your sense of how the world works, and your sense of how the world used to work when you can't have access to means of communication. And this one was just asking questions. You write in your piece about specific handwritten documents that, in your words, tell stories that creators neither intended nor understood. Would you tell us a bit more about that? Well, I had a document that I discovered. I was writing a biography of a Southern planter from the early 19th century, someone who owned a plantation with hundreds of enslaved workers. And he kept meticulous records on these workers in a birth and death book where he would list births, and also when he acquired enslaved workers from elsewhere. Okay, that's talking about slaves. We're going on past that. This is all in handwriting, and also James Henry Hammond, the planter, is telling the story that he thinks is just a record. What's up, Steve-O? We had the same thing, Steve-O. We had cursive in the alphabet board along the top of the wall, cursive letters. See, it was cursive letters in the front and cursive letters in the back, and along the sides there was like cursive writing, like school is fundamental, stay in school, and stuff like that. So I understand that. Let's see here. Let me go on down and get out of this other thing here. Exactly. it does separate you from what has become before in a both very personal and individual way. And it's good to see you, Steve-O. Thank you for being here. I remember the notebooks that we used to practice in also, Lenny. Let's see, but you feel really strongly that you are missing something that you could not learn from a typed version of it. You feel strongly that you don't get the same meaning from it. Yes, please go to the top of the chat. There's a pin link up there. Go over and sign that link, copy that link, and send that out to everybody. Please help me get that out. I would very much appreciate it. Well, first of all, you would want to make sure you're entirely trusted whoever was typing it. That's one of my points. How do we translate this, and who is the translator? And if someone wants to distort the past, they could present documents in inaccurate ways or leave out certain words. Thank you, Lenny. Copy and send it out to people. Get them to sign it for me. I would very much appreciate it. So there's an aspect of it. But then there's something else about documents that has always been thrilling for me as a teacher of history, which is when you take a student to see a document, those documents can be thrilling. Okay, so, hey, Mater, tell me this. How can students now read the Declaration of Independence if they can't read cursive writing? That's part of history. How can they get that? Yeah, I don't like the No Child Left Behind. That's another thing I'm going to talk about here in a little bit. But how can kids read the Declaration of Independence, Bill of Rights, whatever? It's very, very wrong. I don't like it. And that's just my opinion, guys. Things should go back to the way it used to be. Quit trying to put AI into classrooms. Quit taking shit out. And sorry about the language, guys. If it offends people, I'm sorry. I want this channel to do and talk about the things that irritate the shit out of me. All right. Where were we at? I think we stand in line outside rock concerts and World Series games because the piece of paper says the person touched this paper. This person is linked to me through this paper. Yeah, see, I definitely do not like that. So let me get rid of this, and we're going to open the camera up so y'all can see. And I hope you love my hat, Nani. Fuck around and find out. As a matter of fact, you can see it right there, up in the right-hand corner. But yeah, guys, that's so ridiculous. Another thing that irritates me about schools nowadays is the way that they do with football games or baseball games or whatever. If both teams play and one loses, both of them should not get trophies. And the reason I say this, if one loses and gets a trophy, he thinks he can go through life his whole life and still lose and still get paid. That's another thing. I will go to the school if and I love Tyler to death. Y'all know I love my kids to death. But if I think Tyler is not good enough to pass into the next grade and his sister is, I will tell the school he is not going to the next grade. He needs more teaching on things. Yeah, stop the trophy. If one team wins, they should get what's not up to me. I don't care. I'll still fight him. I will still fight him. If I don't think Tyler deserves to go, he will not go. I will take him out and I will teach him myself. But that's where we have to fight and fight and fight and fight for it. And I know a lot of people don't agree with that. I mean, well, oh, I won't homeschooling. I'll street schooling. I'll get the books somehow, and he will learn the way that I learned. But that's why that petition's up there, to get this fixed. So guys, are you having a good time? Are you having a good time back over here at Rebels? I'm having a fucking blast. I'm glad I'm back. I'm glad I'm back. So guys, this might take some of White Trash music, because I want to do this also. I love it over here. Also love White Trash though, because I love the music. But you see how they're doing over there now, guys. So we'll work it out. We'll figure it out. I'm not taking the White Trash down. I just got to figure out how to schedule it. So put a 1 in chat if you're enjoying being over here. And there's, oh man, look, I love it. And if there's anybody watching that's not subbed up, all you got to do is subscribe. And then you can, excuse me guys, and then you can come in here and you can join the conversation with us. So I will tell you this, guys. On Sunday when we do the what's up, Mater? When we do the gospel music, there is a new thing. If anybody sends in a donation or a tip, I've got a new thing where it won't be the regular White Trash one. Well, thank you, Lenny. I very much appreciate that. I very much appreciate that. Also, share that link to the petition, too. Share that out for me. But I did change that, and I got one for in here. I'll show you the one for in here. I love this one. So if anyone sends a tip here, this is what plays here. I hope you love this, guys. Or if anybody subscribes and joins. Let me show you. I want to show you and get all this stuff out. Get it all out of the way. This is if you send a tip into Rebel. So this is it. Hope you enjoy.
The tree of liberty has been thirsty for too long.
I love that. I love that. The tree of liberty has been thirsty way too long. Now, if you subscribe to the channel, this is the one that I go when you subscribe.
Lightning, thunder, iron, and grit. Every musket, every fist. I am 1776.
I love that one also. Love that one also, guys. So yeah. I love it. So what I was talking about, guys, things have to change in these schools. I go to Tyler's and Trinity's school quite a few times. And things have changed quite a bit. Even when I see the school that they go to now, I used to be a janitor because I'm not monetized now, Nani. I'm not monetized now. Remember? After you get monetized, they'll come back. But I got to get 4,000 watch hours. I did notice that. But that's why, because I'm not monetized now. And I love them. I love them when they get back, and it will be monetized. If I will, if it gets too bad, Beagle Mom, I will. We had some great ones, but I will if it gets to the point where they need to be homeschooled. And Trinity really wants to be homeschooled, but if you want to be homeschooled, you need to stay in school. Unless it gets too bad. Now, if it gets too bad, yes, I will homeschool them. I'm not high school educated to good enough to where I can, but I will. And I will learn how to do it. So, but I've always said, and you can ask Becky this ever since I've been with her, I've always said, this is the problem with schools today, in my opinion. When they took prayer out of school and the Pledge of Allegiance, schools went all to hell. Schools went all to hell. Now, some schools, I'm not saying these are all schools. Some schools still do the Pledge of Allegiance, and some do prayer. I'm going to say about 80% don't do it, though. 80% don't do the Pledge of Allegiance or prayer. And that's just my opinion. That's not a fact. That's just my opinion of it. Because, Tyler, when he graduates high school, he wants to join the military. He wants to be a Marine. Great. I do agree with that. Thank you, Lenny. You didn't have to do that, but thank you very much. And this is for you for the tip. Thank you very much.
The tree of liberty has been thirsty for too long.
Thank you very much. She likes the beat and wanted to hear it. I hear you. It's very much appreciated, Lenny. Thank you very much. But I really, really think that's what's wrong with the world today. I think that they need to go back to the way schools were when we were in school ourselves. Now, we had fights. That's normal. We had bickering. You had people that had C's, F's. You had straight F students, you had straight A students, you had straight B students, straight C students, D's. But nowadays, these kids are, I don't know, they're not, I don't think they're educated enough when they graduate. Something's wrong with the world today. And that come back out in the 80s. So look how long that people's been watching it. Thank you, Nani. That's the word I was trying to look for, but could not remember it. Mr. Matt Sales, where'd you go? You were in here. Come on in and throw your opinion in. But I understand if you're busy, so you just do what you got to do. You're more than welcome here anytime. Anybody's more than welcome here anytime. The only thing is, I will say this. Anybody is welcome here anytime. There will be no bickering or anything like that between other people. If I see it, like last night, I did have to block a message. But it's okay. It's okay. I have no quarrels with nobody. And if people keep it civil here, I'll keep it civil with them. I have no welcome until you're not. There you go. Thank you, Lenny. Thank you. Simple as that. Angel said, I was very sheltered growing up, and I was homeschooled a few years, and my mom was the teacher, and I learned cursive. Not learnt, learned. Yeah, fuck around and find out. They just recently took it away from schools. So, if I was ever homeschooled, I would love to have Becca's mama teach me homeschooling. Now, when I first met Becca's mom, everybody knows that she did not like me too well. But that woman is, and maybe someday she'll get to hear this, that lady is one of the kindest, sweetest ladies I have ever met. Even though I did get her daughter pregnant, and she threatened to cut my manhood off, and then we told her that she was pregnant after she said that. So, yeah. Well, no, I didn't call. I was up there. We was up there to pick him up that day. Remember? So, yeah, remember that. But that's just, and I'm not saying that any of these things that I'm telling you are facts, because they are not. They are just my opinions. Now, if you have anything that you would like to throw at me that you might be interested in talking about, it could be talking about police, how corrupt some are. I'm not saying all police. Please don't think that I am downgrading police. I think police are great. But there's about 60% that's making the good ones look bad. Yeah, I got that blackmail. I just got to figure it out. I never used it, and I've been on here 4 years. So I do appreciate that, and I will go look it up. I don't see how I can do it. But thank you for the information. And thank you for subscribing if you're new. If you're not new, let me know. If you're new here and you just subscribe, please let me know. And if you are, thank you so very much. Just put a 1 in chat if you subscribed and are new. But that's something I need to look at. No, because I opinions are like assholes, and I have one too. So no, that's don't make you an asshole. And thank you, Bootlicker, for being here. But since you're here, do me a favor. Up at the top is a pin link. Click that link, go over and sign that petition for me, and come back and put a 1 in chat and let me know that you did. I would very much appreciate it. If you don't care, if you don't want to, that's fine also. But I would very much appreciate it because I want to get this back. I want to. I think everybody should. I'd love to see this go around the world. Well, no, they say, what is it? Opinions are like assholes, and everybody has one, and sometimes they stink. And some people may think mine stink. But guys, now, if y'all want to know what next week's is, y'all going to want to stick around for this. Because I'm going to deep dive back to 1969. I am going to deep dive back to 1969. Y'all know what happened then, don't you? Let me make sure. I may have the date wrong. Give me just a minute. I don't want the date to be wrong. Yep, 1969. No, we're not going to share baby photos. Lenny got it. We're going to talk about the moon. And this will be my opinion on the moon. Some hopefully will agree. Some will not. But it's just my opinion, guys. It's just my opinion. I'll share Tyler and Trendy's baby photos, and I'll share Angel's baby photos. I don't even think I have a baby photo of Angel. She needs to give me one, though. She needs to give me one. Well, hopefully you're here next week, Mater. As soon as this live's up, I'm going to put it up. You didn't have white hair. It was baby blonde. Okay? Go ahead, Nani. I'll answer a question. And I'll give you my honest opinion, and hopefully it don't make people mad. But go ahead. When we did the panels, the guy on the panel that used to make us all laugh. Well, I'm still here. Oh, okay. What the hell was his name? It was Mr. Michigan. It was Mr. Michigan. Yep, Mr. Michigan was the one that made us all laugh. No. He had long hair. Oh, you're talking about the wrestler. Hold on. Uh, yeah, he was a wrestler like me. Oh man, and he lives. I think he lives in Arkansas. Yes, he lives in Arkansas, and oh no, what was his damn name? Hold on a minute. Let me look it up here. Hold on. Was it Oscar? Yeah, Oscar. I think his name was Oscar. Oscar. That was his name. I done got it, Angel. Done got it. All right, guys. So just like over on White Trash, I'm going to do it over here because I'm not monetized. If you're having a good time and you're enjoying the show and you're enjoying the content, not the music, the content, you can send Rebel a tip right there in the Cash App scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Or if you've got PayPal, in the PayPal, PayPal, that would be very, very much appreciated. It is not required, but it would be very, very much appreciated. The only thing that I really ask you to do, because it's not required, the only thing that I ask you to do is watch, rewatch, replay, and all that good stuff for me. Because that'll get my name and my videos out there more and more and more. Because I'm going to talk about a lot of stuff. And there is going to be one time that I'm going to talk about one YouTuber. He said nasty a lot, yeah. I'm going to talk about one YouTuber, and I will need Nani for that one. I don't know when it's going to be. But it's going to be after I get up there, because I want people to see this. And hopefully Nani will come up there. And hopefully Nani will talk with us about it. But it was Oscar, honey. Yep. And he did say a lot of nasty things. Ugh. I know you are, Nani. I know you are, darling. And I appreciate it. So, guys, I hope you're enjoying the show. Like I said, next week is going to be, we're going to talk about the moon. I'll tell you another thing that we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about JFK, my opinion on that. There's a lot of things that we're going to talk about. And I do see a lot of people talk about it, about these things. But I'm going to give my opinion on it. I'm going to give my opinion on it. And like I said, if people are snowflakes and it hurts their feelings that I say my opinions, then you just have to get over it and go on with your life. Because I'm too old to worry about what anybody think of me. I don't care. I'm too old to fight. Don't care. And it really don't hurt my feelings now. It really don't. You can talk shit all about me all you want to. The only thing that I asked you not to is talk about my wife or my children. Because there will be problems in. That's the only thing. Because I call Angel my rib for a reason. She used to walk beside me. not in front or behind. And that's the reason that I take care of her, is because she is mine.
Come on.
All right, I'm back. And she says my man Rebel looks hot. I very seriously doubt that. I look sexy. I do look sexy. No tooth, redneck, fucking fat motherfucker. I am sexy as shit. My opinion. So guys, this is called What Up Mama P.I.? What's up? It's good to see you. Thank you for being here, darling. Hit that like, that share, and that subscribe for me, Mama P.I., and do me one more favor. Pin to the top of the chat if you scroll up. Click that link. And sign that petition for me. And share that petition around. Let's get cursive writing put back in school. Rebel's future's so bright. He got exactly. Thank you, Beagle Mom. Since you said that, Beagle Mom, I will give you some good words. I'll tell Cletus some good things about you. I'll tell Cletus some good things about you. Thank you very much. So like I said, guys, we're going to be talking about police. We're going to be talking about JFK. We're going to be talking about the moon landing, and that's next week. And if you got any ideas, Nani just broke up a puppy fight. And if you got any ideas, there's an email. Type in, I think it's, no, I don't know, but it's tattooedrebel2229@gmail.com. Send me some suggestions that you have there for right now, and then I'm going to change it, the email, so you can send me some ideas that you might want to hear about. Now, it's not going to be true crime. Some parts of it is, but I don't know. Yeah, Harley and Willow always wrestle. All right, guys. And like I said, all you got to do is come in and send me some ideas what you might want to hear about, and I'll give you my opinion. I'm just going to be truthful and straight up and honest with you guys. I will give you what I think of it, and you can tell me what you think of it. I love hearing everybody's opinion. I don't care anybody's opinion. I will listen. Don't mean I'm going to agree with you, but I will listen. And that's the way I hope you do with me. You may not agree with my opinion, but hopefully you'll listen. We'll talk politics in here. I hope people don't get upset about that, because I will just be honest. Just like, and I will go ahead and tell you this. I did vote for Trump and I agree with what Trump is doing 100%. And I'll tell you why. Because the ones that's been running the country have been just running the country to satisfy themselves. They haven't been running the country to support or help the Americans. Do I let's see how hard. Let me say what I got to say here. Well, prayers to you, Mama P.I., prayers to your husband and your son. I hope everything does great and wonderful for you and your husband and your son. And may you get all the rest that you need. And may you and your husband and your son get to feeling better. And much love and respect to you. So, again, prayers for you and your family, Mama P.I. Do I believe in ICE? Do I agree with ICE? To a certain extent, I agree with ICE. If you don't want to be here, you're very welcome. You're very welcome, Mama P.I. If you don't want to be in this country, or if you're in this country illegally, yeah, we need to, thank you, Beagle Mom. We need to clean house. Get rid of the people that don't deserve to be here. Stop putting Americans, and that we're going to talk about jails too. Stop putting Americans that only do little crimes in jail for 20 to 30 fucking years, and start putting the people that's doing the bad crimes in jail for 10 to 15 days. They are putting criminals in there that's killed people for less time than a guy that was put in there for drugs. I've read stories where a guy was put in there for 20 to 30 years. Same town has put a guy in there for murder for 5 to 7 years. He gets out and does it again. Why? Now, don't get me wrong. I've done my time over bullshit. Everybody knows that there is no secret. I'll give you everything about me. There is nothing hidden in my world. My name is Tim Allison. I live in Bristol, Virginia, 605 Portsmouth Avenue. I have 2 felony records. One was forgery and uttering back when I was 18. The other one right now is a meth charge that they were going to arrest my mother for. And my mother was 77 years old at the time. And I said, "You're not taking my 77-year-old mother to jail." And he said, "Well, we're taking somebody. We're taking somebody to jail for this stuff." And I said, "Well, my mother is not the one." And I stuck my hands out and I said, "Don't handcuff me in front of my mother is all I ask you." So I went and spent 6 months for that. Trump needs to leave Greenland and Denmark alone. My grandfather was born in Denmark, then came over and fought in the Spanish-American War. I don't know the Denmark part, the Greenland part. I gotta agree with you on that. I think if it's not in the United States, leave it alone. And thank you for your grandfather's service. I do agree with that. If it's not in the United States, leave it alone. And like I said, my opinion is just my opinion. It does not count for anybody else's opinions in here. So I just want to put that out also. I'm just straight up and honest. Hold on just a minute. Hey, James, you going to bed?
I'm not going to school tomorrow.
No, y'all going to school. No, y'all going to school. Well, you're still going. All right, guys. So I did an hour for tonight, guys. The lives will start getting bigger as we go along. Hopefully, yeah, it was James. Hopefully, he is getting big, ain't he? You'll see Tyler. He's huge. But guys, I hope you liked the show tonight. Like I said, they'll get longer. I just wanted to put it out about the school. You're good. You're good. I hope you enjoyed your supper, Lenny. I hope you did. But guys, the lives will be getting longer as, Tyler and Trendy will be 16. Oh, my goodness. Yep. And James will be 10. And here's old big boy coming right here. Look at Tyler. What do you think, Mama P.I.? Is he a big boy? Yeah. Yeah, they are growing up quick. Trust me. They are growing up quick.
Love you, Dad.
Love you, boy. Go on, get the big.
See you guys. What? Mom's got it.
Okay.
Hold on, I'm letting Trinity come in here.
All right. Yeah, he's my clone. And here comes... And here's little Miss Trinity. And there's Angel. Look at Trinity. Same age, same height, only she's not as wide. Your brother's wide. Your brother,
He's plump.
your brother's as wide as all
He's
that.
pregnant.
Well. Which one?
She's saying hi to both of us.
We getting ready? No. How's the grandbaby? The first grandbaby is okay. Hunter gets to see him every weekend. But now we have a second one due
The end of next month.
the end of next month. Yes, and Tyler's as big as all outdoors.
He's pregnant.
Tyler jump up there and get stuck.
He's like a balloon.
He's on my phone. Who you calling pregnant?
Tyler's on your mama's
Hey,
phone.
me, guys.
No, that's Tyler. Who you calling pregnant?
I'm calling you pregnant. You're a balloon. Whenever somebody pops you, you go.
Y'all funny.
That is Tyler on Angel's account, guys. Sweet 16 this year.
No.
Yeah. He's he getting ready to be my oldest is getting ready to be a daddy once again. And I'm talking about Hunter.
Not Tyler.
No. Tyler better not be a daddy.
My mom is short, guys.
If Tyler's gonna be a daddy, it's with a girl named Ivy. Ain't that right, son?
Guys, say a little prayer for Trini. I think she's got a cold or allergies or something. She don't feel good right now.
Yeah, sweet 16. They'll be 16 in November, and Daddy'll be.
And Tyler has a sweet 16.
Daddy'll be. Yep, I am, and no, it's not. No, you ain't either. Are you saying, yep, you are seeing?
She don't feel good.
What the hell was her name?
Ivy.
Ivy. And no, you're not a dad, or which one? Thank you, Mustang Granny. Thank you, Beagle Mom. She does.
We
She
hope
ain't got a
it's-
temperature. She just got the snipples.
Yeah, we hope it's
And
just a cold or allergies.
it's also my throat and my stomach, too.
Yeah.
Tis the season, guys. Tis
Yep,
the
he's 2
season.
years old.
Look, Trendy, adopted grandmama Beagle Mom got her power back on.
Yeah.
Yeah!
I've been telling them they've been so worried about you, so we're so glad that she got her power back on.
Influenza is going on.
Oh gosh, that's all. Don't breathe on me. I don't need the flu.
You're my mom. Y'all,
Yeah.
you live with me.
Yeah.
That's what Daddy says. He's like, "Don't get me sick. Don't get me sick."
Love you,
No,
Dad.
don't do it, because I'm older and my shit's not as good as y'all. Get some real honey for that cold.
Honey's good.
See? Mustang Granny said y'all need to stop growing.
Mom's short. And he called
Oh.
my stomach.
Tyler's pregnant with his stomach. He's having a baby elephant.
Yeah, and it's bad, guys, that these youngins are almost as tall as I am.
Hold on.
Not as tall as Daddy, though.
All right, show. See?
Another foot.
Like 2
That's some bull crap.
or 3 more inches.
Yeah. All right, guys. We're getting ready to jump off here because they're getting ready to go to bed. Let's see. They do. I can't get over James. Yeah, he's a big one, too. But James, there's a lot of things that he don't eat now that he used to eat. I don't know why.
I am as tall as you. I know you guys.
Yeah. And he's not 5 no more.
He's like almost 10.
He'll be 10 in June.
He'll be 10 in June.
Wow, 6'3". Holy moly, I'm only 5'5".
Yeah,
I'm only
he
5
would
foot.
tower over Becca.
Yeah, I'd be like, "Hey, how you doing?"
All right, guys, do me a favor before we get ready to go out of here, and don't forget, stick around and listen to the outro music. But go up there to the top of chat, copy that link, and share it out everywhere. Please share it out everywhere. Let's get cursive writing back in school for these kids. Mama P.I. is 5'3".
Just shorter than you.
Just a little.
Yeah.
I'm actually 5'4.5". But anyway.
All right, guys. I'm getting ready to get out of here, but
Love
listen,
y'all.
her dad was 7'1".
Holy mo! Yeah, I'm getting out of here. That's way too tall.
Yeah, that's
Forget it. I'm
that's
outta
taller than
here.
I am.
Love you guys.
All right. So if you enjoyed the show, guys, do me a favor. Trendy's gonna be taller than her.
I'm only 5 foot.
I know, but how tall are you, Nani? Hey, Rift, it's good to see you. How many likes I got? 16.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's my first show back.
4'8".
She's already taller than you, Nani. What are you?
5 foot.
Yeah, she's 2 taller than you. Stick around though, Lenny. I want you to hear the outro song. All right, guys, we're getting ready to go. Thank you for being here. Tower's over you.
me.
Yeah. Don't forget, next week we're talking about moon landing. July 20th, 1969.
4'11". Oh, my God. That's short.
I do have a kick.
It's okay. Short is better.
No.
Yes.
But if you had a good time, hit the like, share, and subscribe on your way out. Share the petition link pinned to the top of the chat for you. And don't forget, Friday night, we're having July 10th, the summer of 69. Good year. I know Nani loves that song. How well I know. But share that link out for the petition to get me some signatures on there. And I really do appreciate y'all being here for the first night. I know it was a short one, but it's just my first night back on this channel. June summer of 68, yeah. November, fall of 68, right here. Love you too. And like I said, prayers to you and your family, Mama P.I., and much love and respect to you. But guys, if you had a good time and you'd like to, tip Rebel right there in that Cash App scrolling across the bottom of the screen. You don't have to do it. It would be very, very much appreciated because it's going to take me a while to get monetized again because I'm short, very, very short on watch hours. So please, if you'd like to, you can. But you don't have to. I would like for you to come in and hit the like and the share and help out in other ways that you can. So guys, you be good, stay safe. Listen to the outro. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's for each and every one of y'all. Much love and respect. I will see you all Friday night over on White Trash Family. Y'all be good, stay safe. See you real soon. Love y'all.
You fucker! You laughed, you mocked, you shut us down. Call us names, tried to run us out. You pushed too hard, took too much. Now you're the ones who've lost their touch. You rigged the game, you changed the rules. Gaslit the world, played us for fools. But tides have turned, the storm is near. Cry all you want, we're still here. Faithful, fuck around and find out. You tried to rule, but your time ran out. Faithful, the silent will stay quiet now. We're taking back what you burned to the ground. Censorship, lockdowns, all your control. Built your throne on a house of gold. Now you panic, now you cry. Tears don't work, truth don't lie. The games are done, the mask fell off. No more lies, we've had enough. You played with fire, now taste the flame. This time, we're naming names. Faithful, fuck around and find out. You tried to rule, but your time ran out. Faithful, the silent won't stay quiet now. We're taking back what you burned to the ground. You called us threats, you called us extreme, but we remember everything. From 24 and beyond, take your bets, 'cause guess what? We ain't done yet. Faithful, fuck around and find out. Your kingdoms crumble, your luck ran out. Faithful, no more games, no more doubt. You lit the fire, now it's burning you down.